telling me to do that because usually once every month or two I do forget to record it. So we are officially starting the group chat. Let's just get right into it, get into the nuts and the bolts. So in this group chat, 1/21/2019, where we have Alex, Brandon, Mr. Darius, David M., Devin, Diana, Fledon, Keisha, Kevin, Matt, Nick, and Tommy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a member come on that's moving real fast. Guy's moving real fast. He'll be able to say the numbers better than me, but it was like a couple months ago, he did like $1,700, and then last month he did like 20 grand or something crazy like that. And he's getting like 50 leads a day. So I figured he would come on and share with us what he's doing, because you guys agree 1,700 to 21 grand in like, I think it was 1 month or 2 months. It's pretty good. 50 leads a day are pretty good. When you can get to the point to where you always have more leads than you can respond to and you're kind of just winning and dominating, that's when you make a lot of money, and that's when also you feel real secure. We know what it's like. You don't put up the ads you're supposed to put up, and you get 5 leads and you respond to all 5 and you get told no, and you're kind of like, oh, this kind of sucks. I don't really like this. So it's important to set yourself up to where you don't have that problem, where you don't run into that issue, because then you start to get the negative voices in your head. Oh, this business might not work. What if I never get another phone? It's hard to have those negative voices when you get 50 leads and you can only respond to 70% of them, and you can't respond to the other 30% because you're too busy driving around and picking up phones from the leads. So we're going to have him come on first, and then at the end we're going to go over how to get ads to stick on the apps in the marketplace. We'll go over strategies that are working now. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I think that's about it. So give me a 1 in the chat if that sounds good to you, if that sounds like a solid group chat. Figured we'd mix it up a little bit. Oh, we got a bunch of 1s. You guys know me so well. You guys are ready. You guys already gave me 1s before I finished my sentence. You're like, Aaron's about to ask a question. Let me just go ahead and type a 1 in. All right. So the special guest appearance is Mr. Fledon. So if you want to unmute yourself, Fledon.
Oh. Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear him?
Okay, cool.
Yep. I think we hear you good.
Hey, everybody.
So, Fledon, I guess tell me a little bit about take me back. So tell me, like, give me a little bit of your story, like kind of how you got into phone flipping, what motivated you, like what's your why, all that good stuff.
Sure. So a couple reasons. About a year ago today, back when my PayPal said sales for January only amounted to $444, which is pretty insane to believe looking back at it. I started flipping phones because I hated my job. I didn't want to work at the bank anymore. I've been working in finance for about 4 years. I got in right after filing bankruptcy because, well, right out of college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I got into debt pretty fast, got a car, took out a whole bunch of loans, started racking up student loan debt. And, last year I finally made the decision kind of working for somebody else isn't really the path that I want to take. My job paid pretty well, but, I have a wife and a son, so that wasn't really the route that I wanted to take. And how I got into it was pretty weird, actually. My son broke his phone. I went to a Boost Mobile store to have him fix it. They couldn't do they did a bad job on it. They messed up his home button. So I went online and I found some company that teaches you how to fix phones. I worked with them for like 3 months, and then I'm like, well, I'm making pretty decent money repairing phones. But if I could fix them, I could buy them broken and sell them. And at the time I saw David's course and I'm like, man, this is so cool, and then I looked at the price. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. So I didn't. And I totally regret not getting started sooner, because that's why it took me so long to get to where I'm at in my business, because I didn't pull the trigger sooner. My sales were all up and down. Like in September, I think I did, well, I have it right here. I did 5,178 in September. And then October, I dropped down to about half that. I had 2,780 in October. In November, I did about 5,819. This is all from PayPal. And then in December, I did 21,000. 12,000 of it was on PayPal, and about 9,000 was local. And right now, currently, my PayPal says I have about 19,000 all on PayPal. So that's kind of where I went, start to finish, why I got in. I'm really excited to be on the group chat with you guys tonight. Hopefully I can answer some questions and just share a little bit more about me if you guys want to know. But that's me. You know, I'm a banker. Just, you know, I'm just here working hard like everybody else, trying to make it.
That's awesome. So you joined, when did you get a VIP?
I joined VIP last month. Last month I joined VIP.
Okay.
In December.
So you joined VIP, the VIP mentorship that me and David have last month. So tell me a little bit about what's happened over the last kind of couple months or few months to where your numbers started to increase. And kind of give me like the mindset stuff and then maybe the mechanical stuff too, and stuff that you've kind of focused on and improved that allowed you to get those numbers.
Absolutely. I mean, for me personally, one of the biggest changes was the way that I talk to people. When I linked up with Aaron and David, it was very obvious that I needed to make some tweaks. I'm the guy who will contact somebody. I'm really laid back, even with my customers at work. Yo, bro, what's up? And I learned pretty quickly you can't do that with everybody in this business. Like, not everybody wants to be called bro. Not everybody wants to be called yo. Not everybody really wants to hear that kind of stuff. And you know, working in customer service, sometimes you get annoyed with people pretty easily. I mean, we all go through it. So I kind of blow people off sometimes. I wasn't really pushing to make the offers. I would make an offer and then I'd give up after like one or two tries. I couldn't stay in the conversation. And David and Aaron taught me, hey, listen, that's not right. Like, you know, I was very overconfident. Like I've been selling since I was like 18. I've done network marketing. I've always worked at the bank. I've always been hustling something, trying to make money some way. So it was really hard for me at first to accept that I was doing something wrong. But when I met them and I saw, okay, these guys are successful. They're doing something right. They're telling me what I'm doing wrong. I have to listen. And as hard of a pill that was for me to swallow, it wasn't until I listened and accepted that fact that I started to make the money. And, you know, that was definitely part of the mindset. And in addition to that, you know, just my belief in the business, like Aaron mentioned at the start of the video, just having that belief, oh, the business doesn't work because I didn't pick up a phone today. You can't think like that in this business. You know, you have to have the belief that you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. That's in any business. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. Like, I get 50 leads a day, but, you know, everybody in my area today, it's like 6 degrees. Nobody wants to meet. You know, it sucks. It happens, but I have like 3 or 4 appointments scheduled for tomorrow. I'm probably going to make 500 plus profit. So you're going to have days like that. And I'm cool with it. I'm not crying about it. Like, it happens. I'm just going to reach out and post some more ads, and tomorrow's going to be another day.
Awesome. So one of the things you did is it sounds like you improved your negotiating, right?
Yes, definitely. Huge.
We got that negotiating up, which is a big hole in the bucket a lot of people have. And it's not like, and just to put it out there, right? So I don't want to make it seem too harsh. No one's freaking good at negotiating when you get started. No one's good. Everyone sucks. Everyone has to go through that learning phase of trying stuff out, of watching a bunch of the videos. In VIP, we have tests. So it's like you learn something, and then there's a test you take, and you have to submit it to me and Dave, and then we pass you, and then you go on to another level that builds on that. So we have that for the negotiating. But it's you know, you go through enough the videos in the back office of Next Level, and you'll kind of go through that same thing. You can kind of tweak yourself, and because you can say, all right, I should have said this in this situation, and you learn better stuff to say. When you have better stuff to say, you, of course, say better stuff, and then you usually get better results. Not all the time, but you have the highest probability of getting better results. So we got that handled. So tell me about the leads. How many leads were you getting like a month or two ago? And then what exactly did you do to go from the leads you're getting to like 50 leads a day? Because that's pretty good.
So prior to joining the course and doing VIP, I was blocked everywhere. I was blocked on Marketplace. I was blocked on OfferUp. I was blocked on Let Go. I was flagged on Craigslist. Um, I'm just laughing because it's crazy to think now I have 3 Facebook accounts. I have 3 Let Go accounts. I just started another OfferUp account. I have like 50 ads on 5 Mile. I have close to, I know I have over 100 ads on Craigslist. It's just crazy. Like, I'm dominating my area. I have the most ads up. Everybody's calling me because my ads are everywhere and my ads are all they see. And that's really the change I've made. You know, I'm doing the business right. I'm following the process. I'm posting the ads the way that they need to post it, doing it the right way. One of the mistakes that I made when I got started, and Aaron talked about this earlier, I saw him do a live video, is, you know, you can't be in too many different groups. You can't be listening to too many gurus. You can't be in like 10 different phone flipping groups and expect to learn anything in this business, because everybody's going to teach you something different. And so that was something I was doing in the beginning. I was in a whole bunch of different groups trying to get as much free information as I could because I didn't want to pay anything. I was cheap. So once I stopped, I said, okay, let me just join this one group. Let me focus on this one group. And I did that, and I worked with these guys. All my ads started to stick. And that was the minute that I started to do better than everybody else in my area, because I'm getting the best training that's out there.
I love that. I love that. So listening to a couple people, but not listening to everyone. Especially, there's no need to listen to the person that's doing $3,000 a month and they're giving advice on what to do to go from 10 to 20 grand a month because they've never done it, they've never taught it, they never have a track record of success.
Right.
Cool. So tell me how you got your the accounts back. What happened with that, or how you got accounts working again?
To get accounts working again, I had to go through hell because I really messed them up, Aaron. My personal Facebook, I couldn't even run a paid Facebook ads campaign. It was so bad. I had to request a review. I had to upload my ID. Like it was, I screwed it up. So once I got it back, after following the steps to do a Facebook appeal, you guys don't ever want to get there. Don't mess up like that. But if you do, you can get it back. And anyway, once I did, I just started posting warm-up ads like you suggest, which is, I wasn't doing that before. I wasn't sandwiching ads. I was just posting really ridiculous, aggressive ads on a daily basis, not really disguising my titles. So Facebook caught on really quick that I was not using the platform as intended, and that's why I got banned. And then I rented an account. I bought 2 accounts and I rented 3, so I have 3 backup accounts. Which is what Aaron recommends, because if you have an account go bad one day, you want to make sure that you have a backup. So just doing all of those things so that I never have an excuse, right? Because if you have an excuse in the business, you're not making money. Excuses don't make you money. Only when you're making offers. That's the only time excuses make you money. So yeah, just following that process, making sure that I'm consistently posting on all the platforms. Even on an off day, I'll spend about 30 minutes to an hour getting ads posted before, I go out with my wife or hang out with my son. Even if I'm not buying phones one day, I'm going to post ads because I don't want them messaging my competition. I don't want them to know my competition exists. So that's one big thing I'm doing differently, making sure that my competition doesn't get to stay high to these people because they shouldn't. These are my leads. I want them. I'm selfish.
I love it. I do the same thing. Some days I'll take it easy. I still post on all the platforms. I put up all the ads. I respond to 2 leads. I take the rest of the day off.
Yep. It's funny because I actually had one guy contact me the other day. He said, "Hey, man, I think I spoke to you on like 3 other platforms." I said, "Yeah, it might have been me."
Cool. So by doing that, that allows you to get a bunch of ads up, and then we got your negotiating up. And then you're at, what'd you say, about 20,000, 19,000 for the month?
Yeah, 19,000. Tomorrow I'm going to send a phone to my private buyer to put me a little over 20,000.
Cool. So how much of that's profit so far for the month, you think?
Let me check.
Okay. And then Will Feldon's checking. You guys have any questions for him? If you guys got any questions for him or things that you might like him to share, just let me know in the comments. And
So I'm checking my sheet here. About 25%, so that's 5,123. And we're gonna get those margins up closer to 40% before the end of the month.
That's awesome. That's
you.
awesome. So and we still got a third of the month left.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that's great, Feldon. I think it's great that you came on. But let's see. What you guys got any questions for Feldon? Anything that Feldon might be gracious enough to spend a couple minutes to answer? If there's anything specific that you'd like to ask. They like your quotes, Feldon. Those are my leads. I'm selfish. What's specific about the ads, Richard? Love it. How do you handle? Brandon wants to know how you handle the bad days.
I mean, Aaron also mentioned this in his video earlier. There is really no rule to discipline. Like you just gotta do it. You have to handle it. It's part of the business. The CEO of Apple or Google, when they release their reports about how good or bad the company is doing, and people start selling the stock, they don't say, oh, we're going to shut down Apple because people are selling our stock. No, they understand that it's business. Everything is cyclical. You're going to have good days and bad days. And, we're business owners and we have to respect ourselves as such. We have to understand that every day isn't going to be the best day of the world in life. You're going to have days where you get 1,000 in profits. You're going to have days where you get 500 in profit. You're going to have days where you might not get any, but you have to accept that that's part of the business. And the sooner that you're able to do that, it's going to help you. It's going to help you just keep doing the activities that you need to do to make money and be successful. Like if I just sat here and said, okay, today's a bad day, business doesn't work, then tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I'm going to get that feeling in my gut, like, oh, I got to post ads. And then because of the way that I let myself end last night, I'm not going to want to post ads. And then if I don't post ads, tomorrow is just going to be a repeat of today. So, if you keep doing the activities enough, like I said, you'll get to a point where eventually your competition is irrelevant because nobody's working as hard as you. There's nobody out there that's outworking us because we have the information in this course and they don't. We're a very, very small group in a world of like 1 billion people. I don't believe all the BS that the phone flipping game is saturated and all this other nonsense. So that's why I keep grinding so hard. I'm grinding so hard because I know that there's nobody in my area that's doing what I'm doing. And even if they are, they're not willing to go as hard as I am. I'm always going to be a step ahead. And you have to believe that about yourself, that you're always going to be a step ahead. That's why you're in this course, because you're always going to be a step ahead.
I think that's awesome. Me and Feldon were talking in the VIP mentorship thing. You can like set up a call with me whenever. So me and Feldon were on the phone, and he's like, Aaron, how do you stay motivated? I'm like, you don't really have to be motivated. You just got to be disciplined. You just got to be disciplined to take the actions and just kind of have faith in the discipline. And you'll get better at just being disciplined, of just doing stuff you don't want to do. I'm sure Grant Cardone's got money, right? I'm sure he wakes up and he doesn't want to do some of the stuff he has to do, but does it anyway. Just because it's kind of what he decided he's going to do and he's going to make it happen. Richard wants to know how you were able to get 100 ads on Craigslist.
So I've been doing it for over a year. 4 to 6. I have an assistant who posts ads for me as well. I have a couple of them. So, I use that. I don't even know how many ads they did. I think I got about 30 ads up just from the assistants today. And I'm still posting myself because I don't feel comfortable letting anybody else run my business yet in that part of it. I also do paid Facebook ads. I took David's paid Facebook ads course, so I have leads coming in from there. I get anywhere from 10 to 20 a day most days. And, it's kind of hard to keep track of how much comes from there because sometimes people just call me and text me, which is cool. So that pays for itself. It's just another way for me to be more exposed to my competition, right? Doing whatever it takes. I know nobody else is doing paid Facebook ads in New York. I've never seen a freaking ad if it exists. Like, why is it not targeting me? I have a whole bunch of iPhones, so they're doing something wrong. So yeah, that's that. Craigslist, I got way more than 100 ads. David said have 100, but I have way more than 100. Because if everybody else is doing 100, I got to do more.
Evan wants to know, where do you get most of your leads from?
Right now, I would say, I think Craigslist. I get a ton of leads from Craigslist. And I say Craigslist because I go by the text messages on my phone, and a lot of people text me. I get anywhere from, I probably get like 20 text messages a day, which is a lot for me because I still get messages on the platforms. I get about 20 plus leads a day on each of my let goes. So some days I don't even have enough time to respond to them because, I'm picking up phones and stuff. So I can't. I get leads from 5 Mile. I get leads on all the platforms, but I think the most are definitely coming from Craigslist and probably the paid Facebook ads. Those are the best ones for me.
Cool. Fantastic. Love that mindset. And Fledon, what I like about Fledon is that man just implements. Like, we'll do a call, and he's like, all right, boom, 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 gets it done. Like, all right, Aaron, I got 3 platforms of everything going, and I'm posting ads. And he'll be like, Aaron, I'm spending like an hour a day posting ads now. And I'm like, well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. We definitely try to do some things to outsource some of it, but you're getting a lot of leads if you're spending an hour a day just posting ads. Let's see. I think that's it. Fledon, you got any other last-minute tips or advice you think might be worth sharing?
Just don't be lazy. I took it pretty easy this month, and I fell back on my suppliers. So, make sure that you're out there doing it every day. Always go and get the phones, respond to your leads, be consistent. Don't rely on a supplier because while they're good for a period of time, sometimes they'll just go ghost on you. And if you get too comfortable thinking that there's an easy way to run this business, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Like, you have to keep grinding. You have to keep negotiating. You have to keep having conversations, because the minute that you put your phone down and you stop, somebody else is going to get your lead. So be hungry, stay consistent, and be selfish like me.
I love it. Keep grinding, be consistent, and be selfish like me. Fantastic. All right, Fledon. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I think all that stuff you said is great. What do you guys think? I think it's all fantastic. And after you go through enough suppliers, you'll know that it's just how it goes. You get ups and you get downs. I found this one lady now who I'm working with. She brought me like 6 phones yesterday for the first time. She's supposed to have like 7 more on Saturday. So I know how it'll go. I'll get phones from her for a period of time, and then eventually she'll stop hitting me up. 10 out of 10. Bunch of ones from Diana. Awesome, Fledon. Norberto, 10 out of 10. Fledon, I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks, Aaron.
No problem. And Nick found a service called Lipsin that allows you to buy phone numbers for $1.50 a month to verify new accounts. Nick, that's fantastic. I think that's a great thing because then it's consistent. I was posting statuses trying to get people to verify their number, to use their number for $3. So for $1.50, which is less than that, and to just have that, that's fantastic. Line span. That's better than what I was doing to verify accounts. Tim says, with suppliers, do you get people to flip phones for you? No, we call suppliers just people that bring us phones consistently. Sometimes they're bringing new phones. Sometimes they're doing all sorts of stuff. I had a buddy of mine. He found a supplier, ran with him for 9 months. Guy worked at Radio Shack. And for every week, he was bringing him 10 to 15 phones from Radio Shack. And they weren't stolen. It's not like he was stealing them out of the back of the store or anything, or borrowing them from the back of the UPS truck, because they were used phones, they were cracked phones, and he said the majority of them he bought and sold as clean IMEI. So it just, talk to enough people, you'll make connections with people that we consider suppliers. That's what we consider suppliers. Just to clarify all that stuff. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and dive into the next part of the group chat. Appreciate, again, you coming on, Fledon. I think that's all fantastic stuff. Let's see. So we're going to go over ads on the apps in the marketplace. let's dive right into it. So we love the apps. We love the marketplace. So what we're going to go over real quick. Got a bunch of stuff right there. Let's go. Apps in the marketplace. So let's go over 10 seconds, guys, of just kind of theory, just so we're all on the same page. And then we get into some nuts and boltsy stuff. So we know, guys, that obviously one of the things we know when it comes to the ads in the marketplace or the apps in the marketplace is we want to be congruent. So what do we mean by that? If we have title, I buy smartphones. Description, I buy all electronics. Picture is of a cat eating ice cream. That's a weird ad. You guys agree with me? That's a weird ad. Some of you guys right now are like, Aaron, you must be hungry. Where did you get ice cream? Or maybe you've been watching YouTube videos, Aaron. Where are you getting cats from? This doesn't make sense. So one of the things we have to do is we got to make sure everything makes sense. If we're having an ad going after smartphones, the title needs to say smartphones, description needs to say smartphones, and the picture needs to be going after smartphones. Now, there's nothing wrong with going other stuff, right? Is Mr. Darius still on here? I remember Mr. Darius said that I got some of the photos of Apple Watches. So Darius was like, and I remember this clearly because it's a fantastic example. Darius was like, I made an ad going after just Apple Watches. So the picture said, I buy Apple Watches, written on an Apple Watch. Title would be, I buy Apple Watches. Description, I buy Apple Watches. I don't think Darius got any tablets from that or laptops, but he got 3 Apple Watches from that ad. He got 3 Apple Watches from that ad. Darius, if you're on and you're watching and you got a moment to chime in, you're more than welcome to confirm that on the, if you want to confirm that on the chat, that's what happened. So we like to be broad and go after smartphones, but it's good to niche down and make some ads going Apple Watches. What are some other things? Let me know in the chat. What are some other ads we could go after besides Apple Watches and smartphones? Darius says, yep, I still do it. I love it. I love it. I mean, it's fantastic. And here's the reason why. So I'll give you guys super pro tip. Smartphones, guys, is broad, which is good because we're going to get a lot of smartphones. Someone with an iPhone, though, they're going to go after an ad. They'll respond to these ads. Don't get me wrong. You guys all know they respond to smartphone ads. Someone that has an iPhone, though, is more likely to respond to an ad going after just an iPhone because it's niched down. So it's good to have ads being kind of generic. Now, we don't want too generic. Electronics is too generic because you're going to get flip phones and you're going to get mouses and keyboards and cables and all sorts. We don't want that stuff. So it's broad enough to get the things we want, but narrow enough to weed out all the stuff we don't want. But it is good to make ads going after just specific things. Fledon, that's what I was waiting on. Thank you very much. I buy MacBooks. Go after MacBooks. Another thing we could go after would be, I buy AirPods, all right. Samsungs, yes. For a lot of Apple products, I like to say Apple products. I buy Apple products because this is a good thing to do right here. I buy Apple products. I already got a bunch of images that have this written on here. Another thing would be high-end cameras. Lots of resale value with those. I just have always gotten so many phones I haven't needed to do it, but nothing wrong with doing this, right? Making ads going after high-end cameras. I bet you get at least 1 or 2 of those a week. I bet you make $100, $200, $300, $400 on those. I actually got a buddy that's local that buys high-end cameras. He makes $200, $300, $400. Absolutely fantastic. So this is kind of the perfect thing. Now, one of the things we need to do on the apps is, as we know, a lot of times, I like that. Nintendo Switches. All right, says the internet is unstable, so we'll wait a second for the internet to become stable. All right. Guys, one of these days I'll get that internet fixed. We'll figure it out. So one of the things we're going to do is when we make these ads is we're going to disguise the trigger words. Trigger words. So words like buy, words like smartphones, words like cash, anything that would seem, what the platforms are supposed to be selling stuff. So any word that would make it seem like you're not selling stuff, probably one of the skies. What's another word? Maybe quote. Maybe cash. But you get, people might say, you know, make the day with cash. So let's say we're going to do I buy Apple products. I like this one right here. I buy all Apple products. Paying. Yeah, see, we could do that. So we can disguise it one of 4 ways. Is anyone, all right, thank you, Feldon. So one of the things we can do to disguise it is we can use characters. So characters are like, guys, let me just copy this. I'm a little lazy myself. I buy, we could use characters. We could do something like this. Do something, we could do characters to disguise it. Someone tell me something else. There's 4 ways to disguise it. 4 separate ways to disguise these trigger words. The other thing we could do is spaces. I love it. Absolutely. So we could do like this. I buy all Apple products. Spacing like that. And maybe like that. I sometimes like to put the S, right? I don't know. The S, guys, that S kind of scares me. Sometimes I like to have a space between the S. The other thing we could do is we can over-exaggerate it. Extra letters. So I buy all Apple products. And we can sneak them together. And then what's the other thing I'm forgetting? We got the characters. We got the spaces. Oh, the symbols. Thank you. That's right. Symbols. So we could take like this, and then we could throw in, this is not really, we could do a 0 instead of an O. What the heck? Oh, it won't let me do it. It auto-corrects. Isn't that funny? It auto-corrects it. All right. Well, I guess we won't do that, but sometimes I'll make this a 0. And then we could do like this. I buy all Apple products. And then, of course, as we know, we could do a combination of the stuff, right? So we could do like I, B-U-Y, all Apple products. Something like that. Maybe we'll put like that. And the trick is, guys, this is so weird. All Apple. See, I want to keep it separate. So maybe we'll do like, the trick here, guys, of course, is we want to disguise them as we keep it readable. If it gets too crazy, we can't read it. So we want it to kind of be disguised and we want it to be readable at the same time. O is different than 0. 0 is different than O. So, Feldon says they don't detect Spanish, so we could try writing them in Spanish. And yes, emojis are great as well, and some of those symbols, right? So sometimes we just do money equals, and you could have a smartphone emoji. Now, just to go over hot and cold theory real quick, hot and cold theory, guys, states that accounts get hot and accounts get cold. So let's go over it real quick just because we haven't. So there's a spectrum of all of our accounts. And, of course, I figured this out, guys, by burning a whole bunch of accounts, burning like 6 different marketplace accounts and getting them banned and kind of figuring out that they have this thing. So there's accounts that get cold and then accounts that get hot. A hot account, guys, is one of those accounts where you can post pretty aggressive ads. You might even be able to make some of these trigger words written in there. They don't get blocked. They don't get spam. They don't get blocked. They stick. Everything's good. On the other side, you have a cold accounts. Cold accounts where you're like, you can barely get any ads to stick. And then you have the middle accounts. Middle accounts are kind of in the middle. So middle accounts are kind of between hot and cold. Some of the ads don't stick, and you got to be a little bit more careful when you're writing the ads. And, of course, the colder the account, the more warm-up ads. So I give you an example. The marketplaces that I use, they're always around medium, a little cold. This is how they stay. Just because that's how mine are in my area doesn't mean that's how they'll be in your area. So with Marketplace, guys, I'm doing like a warm-up ad a day. Usually I'm posting a real ad with a warm-up ad. If I haven't posted an ad in a few days because I've gotten lazy, because even Aaron gets lazy, I'll do a sandwich method when I'm doing it. Letgo, on the other hand, my Letgo account, guys, that sucker is strong. Or at least it is now, right? And who knows? I could wake up tomorrow and it could be gone, but that's okay because I got a bunch of other Letgo accounts and I got a backup phone, so it won't matter to me. Who cares? Letgo account is strong, so I'm posting fairly aggressive ads. I'll show you the ads, and a lot of them are sticking, and I'm getting a lot of leads from it. And what will happen is accounts can go like this. Accounts can fluctuate. You could have a hot account, and then it could get a little medium. And then when it gets a little medium, though, the strategy is not to panic and freak out and, throw the phone out the window or something like that. The strategy is we're going to do a little bit more warm-up ads, and the ads we post are going to be medium. You can post cold ads for cold accounts, medium ads for medium accounts, hot ads for hot accounts. So let's go ahead and go over this just so we're all on the same page here. All right, we're going to go scroll up here. There we go. So something that would be like a hot account, you probably just do I buy smartphone, something like that. And the image would have big, thick, visible writing with lots of money behind it. And you probably have a solid description, which you probably don't even need that much, to be honest with you, because most people don't even look at the descriptions, I don't think, on some of these platforms. The images and the titles are kind of the most important part. But the description, it could be, I buy smartphones. Message me for a QUOTE. You guys understand? So this is a hot account. Cold account, we're going to really disguise it. So a cold account, we can disguise it so much where the title would be the title of a phone. iPhone 8 Plus, 64 gigabyte, space, gray, working. And then the image would have I buy smartphones written on the image, but it's a little disguised, not a ton of money behind it. So it's important to understand and get a feel of the temperature of your account, and then depending on the temperature of your account, post the correct ads and take the correct measures so hopefully it doesn't die. Because if it gets too cold, it could die. Now, could you have a medium account and you could wake up tomorrow and that account could be dead? Yes, but usually it doesn't happen. Usually they kind of give you, they don't want to just ban your account, guys, because the platform wants you to use the account for its intended purpose. But if they see you're kind of overusing it too much, then they have a chance of wanting to kick you out because they feel that you're not valuable to the community. If that kind of makes sense. So what we want to do is we want to detect it when it starts to go cold or medium, because the more it goes cold or medium, or the colder it gets, the higher chance it has of getting permanently banned. Not saying that there's an issue. Again, my marketplace, guys, the marketplace I'll show with you guys, my marketplace has been cold or medium for like 8 months, and I've been using the same marketplace. However, that's because I only post cold or medium ads, and I do a lot of warm-up ads at the same time. So give me kind of a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. I just kind of want to get some feedback and kind of where you see that the theory is you guys kind of get the theory. I'm going to show you guys all my ads, of course, because I only teach things that I do, because it'd be silly for me to teach something that I haven't done and hasn't been, kind of proven to work. All right, cool. I like those special characters, Diana. I've never tried them, but there's a very good chance I will start doing it just because no benefit, there's no reason not to. Well, let me go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to show you guys my marketplace, and I'm going to show you guys my, ooh, you guys got a close-up of Aaron. Look at that. Wow. And I'll show you guys my Letgo. Just so you guys can see. So again, remember, guys, the my marketplace account is kind of it's cold medium. So I want you to see the different ads here. This one I posted recently. So this is kind of a medium one. Now what makes it this is a medium hot one. Because there's a fair amount of money. All right, it says the internet connection is unstable. All right, so we'll wait for the internet connection to be stable again. All right, so you guys see the image says, so this is, let's go over why this is kind of a medium ad. So the first thing is we got a fair amount of money behind it. Fair amount, the more money, the more kind of aggressive it is. The other reason now what makes it a little bit lighter is the way that I have the wording. So even though there's a fair amount of wording, the wording doesn't take up the entire thing. It's like my strategy was to put the wording and stick it on the box so it would blend in. It would be a lot more aggressive if the wording went out here. You guys understand that? You guys understand that? It would be a lot more aggressive if the wording went out here. Because I put the wording on the box, or some of these other ones I put the wording on the phone, it blends in and it sticks a little bit better. So I put kind of a medium-ish, medium to hot image. And you guys see I'm going after newer iPhones here. And then the title is the title of the actual phone. iPhone XX Max, 250-something gigabyte, unlocked space gray. So I'm using, this is a very safe title to use. Anytime you use the name of the actual phone, it's very safe. And I posted this, I want to say this morning, and it got one ad, one lead, so not a ton. Also, pay attention to the leads that I get, because again, this is real time, and you'll see some of my ads, guys, get one lead, some get no leads, some get 20. So you got to run the numbers. You have to measure everything on a week-by-a-week basis. We always teach measure everything on a week-by-week basis, because sometimes you'll post 3 ads and 2 of them get removed, and then some, and you don't get barely any leads, and then you post 1 ad and it takes off. Here's one. Guys, this is not my image. If this is your image that you posted, let me know, because I will definitely give you credit. This is not my image. Someone posted this, I want to say, in Next Level's group. We buy iPhones. So again, this is a pretty good medium image. I have the very good disguised title. So we would say this is a medium image with a cold title. And then description says, message if interested, top money paid for iPhones. And I got a space right there because I don't know. That just, guys, I haven't tested it. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but that just makes me nervous having that S there. So message if interested, top money paid for iPhones. Now, if I were to redo it, I should put message me if interested at the end, correct? Because the call to action should always be at the end. But that's okay. And you'll see that one stuck and shit. That one got, see all 17 conversations. That one got 17 leads, guys. So let's look at this. This one right here got 1 lead. This one right here got 17 leads. This one right here, I posted this earlier today. It's got 14 views, no leads. I'll probably get some leads for it. Now, this is, again, see how that is blended in? So the words are big, but I kind of blended in on the screen. And the letters are kind of, they fall in, they kind of blend in with the screen, right? This could be the color of these letters is the color of words appearing on the screen, theoretically, right? This could be if someone, this could be the color of like an app or like text. If it was like red, that would be a little bit hotter. That would make that image a little bit hotter. The red would stand out a little bit more, so we could potentially get more leads, but it has a higher chance of getting flagged. So there's you can even dig down a little bit, and there's different parts, different things in there, right? We got an okay amount of money, so that's a medium. We got the writing, which is, but it's pretty safe writing. It's pretty safe writing. And then again, I have X just because I think a lot of people, the reason I have a lot of iPhone X titles, I think a lot of people search for iPhone X's. So I like to put that so if they search for it, it comes up. I need to diversify it a little bit more, though. I should have some that have iPhone X, some that have iPhone 7 Plus, some that have Samsung S9s, because that way if they type in iPhone X in the search, this shows up. But I want it to be if they type in Samsung Galaxy S9, where I have an ad for that. Does that kind of make sense, guys? So my titles, now that I'm talking to you guys about this, it should be, some should be going after iPhones. I should have sent for Samsungs. Probably be good to have an LG in there and a Google Pixel in there. That way, if they're searching for anything like that, they're going to find one of mine. And, of course, the more people that find it, the more leads you get. And again, if someone's searching, guys, if someone's searching to buy a phone, good chance they might have a phone for sale. You guys agree with me on that? This one just says iPhone. So the title says iPhone. This is very safe. So this is a cool title. This image, guys, is a little aggressive. You guys see how this is a little aggressive? This is more of a hotter image. Because I buy smartphones in bold, it's written fairly big, and it's written across 2 phones, so it's not that natural. It's more natural to have it disguised and to make it seem like maybe the person got a big text message that just showed up on their screen and it blends in a little bit bigger. This is a little bit more bold. Can you guys see the difference in that? And let's see. And that's the description right there. So the emojis, money paid for smartphone, message me for a quote. Quote is using the spacing method with the character method. And that one, let's see. That one got 15 leads. Now, I will tell you that I've probably had about the same amount of ads that I've just shown you that got flagged, and I just removed them. So it's not like all these ads are sticking. I'd say probably 40% of my ads on Marketplace eventually at some point get flagged. So I just remove them, and I just keep posting, and that's that. This one did real good for me. This one did real good. Woo! I picked up a lot of phones from this one. This is a little bit safer. You guys see the wording? It blends in a little bit more on the image. So this would be real good to use for like a cold medium because it blends in real well. It's kind of smaller. It doesn't stand out. It's real good. I got a lot of leads from that one. Let me try to find one. This one would be like a cold ad. Cold ad. The image, the words are written there. It's smaller. It's written in there, and there's no money behind it. And again, that one stuck, and that one got, 9 leads. This one, that was a warm-up ad. And this is good, too. I paid cash for iPhones. So the words are a little bit bigger, a little bit more aggressive. But I combat that by using the black font because it blends in a little bit. And I don't have a ton of money behind it. Again, iPhone 8 Plus, real safe title. Let's see what there was a description. This one I didn't even put a description. And we got 9 leads. This one got flagged. And sometimes they get flagged after you've been there. Review. Makes me want to review it. This is a pretty safe one. This is pretty safe because, again, it's disguised in the title or in the picture. And it did get, got 11 leads. It got 11 leads and 90 views before I get blocked. And I don't even care that it got blocked. I just want the leads, right? I mean, hell, if I get it. Oh, you guys remember this person? That's the guy I was working on. I kept following up with him, and I never closed him. And then he had another phone, and I started working on that, and I never closed that either. So you see, got some warm-up ads. This is the one I did on David's chat. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it has this. Now, a little pro tip just for us at Next Level. It's always best to have the image with I buy phones written on it. Because when people are scrolling through the marketplace, all they see is the images. They don't see anything else. They just see the images first. So when you have an image with I buy iPhones, you'll get more leads. A higher percentage of the messages you get will be leads when you have an image that has, I buy iPhones written on it because they see it. You still get leads like this, but it's better to have it with the I buy iPhones or I buy smartphones or an I buy Apple Watches like Darius written on it. And here you see this is, all right. See, this is a little bit more aggressive. This stands out a lot more. Again, the benefit of this is when someone's scrolling, this sucker is going to pop. The downside is it's got to be, it has a little bit of risk. But it's okay to do a little bit of both. And listen, I'm okay trying out some hotter ads because I know the worst case is they ban this account, but I have a backup phone, and I got other rented accounts. I have 2 accounts I bought and that I haven't even used yet. They're just sitting there. So I have more confidence experimenting with it. If you're watching this and you're like, Aaron, I only got 1 account, and I'm a little, well, yeah, you're probably a little nervous. You're a little nervous because, you're relying on that one strand to hold up your business. You want to have lots of things supporting your business. So that's that. And this is one with a really good disguised title. Cash paid same day for smartphones. This is with the characters. That's a decently aggressive. This stands out. That's decently aggressive. But hell, that one stuck. That one got 8 leads. So, again, it's running the numbers. I'm not, and you'll see I'm not getting a ton of leads from Marketplace. But, you get 5-10 leads a day from Marketplace. You'll probably close a few a week. That's still hell, $1,000 a month. And you got a few marketplaces you're kind of going. Do you think the price you put makes a difference, says Randy? So I like to make the price based off of what I think someone might sell that phone for. So if it's a picture of an iPhone 7 Plus, I might put $300. If it's an XX Max, I might put $825. And I think it's good to change up the prices a little bit because, I don't know, it shows that you're selling multiple different things. World Phone Guy. Oh, was that someone's thing on there? World, how are you making these images, says Tommy. I use an app called Phonto, Phonto. Phonto. And if you log into your back office at Next Level, I have like 500 images. And a lot of them have the writing on it. So I got probably 100 of these images that I'm using that you could just go steal, of course, and use yourself. Oh, World Phone Guy. Haha, okay. World Phone Guy. Sounds good. All right, so let's show you Let Go. Now, Let Go, guys, is a little bit different. The strategy I shared with you guys, I apply that for Marketplace. I apply that on 5 miles, and I apply that on OfferUp, even though OfferUp's been a little tough for me, so I've been taking it easy on OfferUp. So let's go ahead and go over Let Go real quick. Guys, someone tell me there's 3 places we post to on Let Go. Someone tell me what those are. 3 places we post to on Let Go. Someone tell me what they are. When my account's under review, Chris, I just leave it. Just because I'm too busy, I don't care about it. If the account is under review or you have an ad that's under review, you could change that ad's title. I have heard, and I know someone invented this, it wasn't me, but like changing the title of an ad that's under review on the Marketplace can sometimes get the ad passed. I just don't care. Let them review it. Who cares? I don't know. I haven't had it. It hasn't been a big deal for me. Guys, they review my ads all the time on this account. I've had this account for 8 months. It's been a rented account. I've been beating this sucker up. I probably got at least 100 ads on this account. I mean, I probably made at least $10,000 in profit from this account, if not closer to 15 grand. Places we post to. Free services general. Ooh, you guys are some smart people. You guys are some smart people. There's 3 places we post to on Let Go. Let's go over them real quick. Let Go, guys, is a little different. Let Go, I usually just post the image. So the first place we post to is we're going to log into Let Go. So we're going to log into Let Go. For those of you that have an Android that want to have 2 of all the accounts, 2 accounts is the app that I'm using now. I was using like a parallel space, but the parallel space I was using is no longer in the App Store. So 2 accounts is what I use now. 2 accounts also should let you have Let Go on it. Some of the other parallel spaces don't. So let's just open up Let Go. Actually, let's open up Let Go through my rented account, just because I need to post on here. So go right here. Once you're here, you're going to go to Sell Stuff. We're going to go to Sell Stuff, and we're going to post in general. So you're going to go to Sell Stuff, Other Items. We're going to hit Other Items. And now we're going to go find an image. So let me go find an image. Woo, look at all these images. Uh-oh, guys. Let's do... Guys, look at all these images. So I guess I have... All these should be in that Dropbox folder, so I guess you guys have hundreds of these images. So let's do something. Let Go, guys. Okay, so here, let me show you guys this. So we're going to do this one for this. This is like a medium one. It's a little bit more aggressive because it's a little bolder, but it's kind of medium. We're just going to hit post, and then I make up a price for it. So we're going to do like $3.75. And then we're going to hit done. So that posted in the general. You guys see that? So that is the general. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go sell your stuff. We're going to go to other items, and we're going to go find another image. And I'm going to post this other image in the free section. And guys, I noticed that the free section on Let Go is hot, but the general section for me is medium. You guys understand that? Let me go over it again. The free section, I can get anything to stick in the free section. So because it's free, your boy Goldstein's going to be aggressive. Let's find a real good aggressive ad. Guys, see that? That sucker's aggressive. That is hot. You guys understand why that's hot, right? But I'm going to go to post. And then I'm going to slide this to free. Now that's very aggressive. But when you're scrolling, I mean, that sucker pops. So let me see if I can go to my account. Let's see. Oh, another little trick you can do is look, this is my rented account. I'm renting Adam's account, but this is me. What I do is I sell stuff to me, and then I leave myself good reviews. That way, if anyone is a little nervous and they look at my account, they'll see I got all these good reviews. Anyone here like that? So, I leave myself good reviews all the time, guys. Guys, I'm just a good review person. My profile. So let's see. Oh, no. Chat. Sell stuff. No. Your listings. There we go. Woo-wee. Oh, that one got discarded. They didn't like that. But you guys will see a lot of these are fairly aggressive. That's pretty aggressive because it's written so big. But that one sticks. They don't all stick. That's a decent one. That one got discarded. That's a good warm-up. I'd buy smartphones. See, that's a little bit discarded or disguised. See, that's a little bit hotter. That's a pretty hot one. Cash for smartphones. But Letgo just lets stuff stick. So that's kind of what we do there. And then, of course, services is we're going to go to, instead of other item, the third place we post to is services. So we'll just go to services, then we'll find an item. My services, guys, is kind of cold. So what are we going to do for a cold account? I'm going to find one of these ones down here. We're going to reach to the, let's see. So that might work. And then we're going to go to post. And then you can experiment actually posting in any of these categories, but because my services is kind of cold, I would just post here. Whoop, and that's that. And there we go. Look at all those ads. Beautiful. Guys, so that's what I got for you guys. You guys see it works? You saw my ads, right? You saw those suckers were sticking on the marketplace and on the apps. And again, you get, 5, 10 leads a day from the apps. You get 5, 10 leads a day from marketplace. You get 5, 10 leads a day from Craigslist. Well, if you're using all the apps, you're probably getting closer to 20 leads a day. You're doing the paid Facebook thing that David has. You're getting 5, 10 leads a day from that. Getting 40-plus leads a day. Everyone here has the ability to be getting 30 leads a day. If you're just, you don't even need 3 accounts. If you're just doing everything correctly on like one of each account and doing it right, you should be getting 20 to 30 leads a day. So let's see, guys. I got another minute or two, so let's see what everyone else said. Oh, yeah, I like how you guys liked how I reviewed myself. I thought that was kind of cool, guys. I'm like, met up with the guy, smoothest transaction ever, and it can rate you, right? So you say punctuality, great pricing. I select all them. I'll be like, guy's kind of handsome, might be single. I don't know. We're checking out. Oh, I give myself all sorts of good reviews. So they don't like it when you send your number out to a lot of people, says Fledon. Well, it's good to know. I don't think I ever send my number out to people on Letgo unless they ask, which is like once every 2 weeks. I like to do everything through the platform. I communicate, I set it up, I do the meetup through the platform. Alex says, has anyone found out if I paid Letgo to boost, etc., if that works well? I've never tried it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I think it's only a few dollars to boost. I've boosted ads on OfferUp before. I like boosting ads on OfferUp. OfferUp, I've gotten good results boosting ads. It does. I did it a few times, says Fledon. Cool. Figured it just shows it to more people, right? Depends on your market. Let's see, boosting my lead. It's like autopilot. That's what I got for you guys. So what do you guys think? Good group chat? Beneficial group chat? Go over a couple things, learn a couple things. Oh, appreciate it, Nick. I love hearing feedback from that. That's fantastic. Awesome. We'll watch a few times, says Randy. Definitely, says Alex. Fledon, what did you get today? Chris wants to know.